Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Just a Season podcast. It's a podcast about challenging seasons that people have went through. And I just like to introduce myself. My name is Dominic Williams. I'm 27, and I like to give you my qualifications for this season. And I've just been through a tough season, a challenging season that this year I've gone through kidney disease. I've gone through multiple strokes. This is why I have a little bit of a challenge talking. So just let me kind of give me some time. And of course, I got through some visual problems with my retinas and stuff. And I'm a type 1 diabetic. And those are my qualifications. I just like to let people know about that. And I just want to let people know that I got through the seasons nice and tough. And I'm here just to share my story and have somebody else share their story. Of course, that'd be amazing. And we'll get started. So I'd like you to like, comment, and share and subscribe to this video if you can. I'd love so many people to view this and hear our stories. So here we go. All right. So personal introduction about myself. I already said I'm Dominic Williams. I'm age 27. How about you?
My name is Emmanuel Ogo, age 33. Actually just turned age 33. I think last week. I think it was last Wednesday. So
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were 32.
Yeah.
Younger than you are.
I wish I was.
That's good, yeah. All right. So we're gonna talk about the difficult seasons. I know you've been through so much in this chapter in this past couple months, and I just like to learn about what happened and just ask how it started. What was the start of it?
Yeah, so going all the way to the beginning, back in October, actually back in, I think it was like June or whatever, decided to get a motorcycle. I have two older brothers, and actually both of them, my oldest brother still rides motorcycles, but they both rode before, and I was like, of course, I'm the youngest one, so I was like, I want to be like my older brothers.
Oh, yeah.
So decided to get a motorcycle, nothing too crazy, and was riding for a little bit, enjoyed it, loved it. Then back in October of last year, 2024, I got into a motorcycle accident. I was just riding normal Saturday afternoon, and my light was green, and someone ran their red light and just T-boned me, and I was out, man. I was in and out, but ended up getting T-boned, broke my whole leg, broke my femur, fibula, and tibula, so pretty much the whole leg. Had surgery the same day, thank God, and had to put rods in both my upper and lower leg, rods and screws, and then just recently, a few months ago, like I told you, my leg got infected as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to go back into surgery, back to the hospital. Had a skin graft done. Thankfully, they were able to clear the whole infection out, get everything cleaned out, get the hardware back in, and yeah, here I am. And then last week, I had my last surgery, which was a bone graft. So I'm pretty much missing a good part of my bone, my lower leg. And so the surgery was to kind of like help that bone to grow back. So that was last week, and hopefully that's the last one
Oh, yeah.
that I need to do, and I'm on to the road to recovery.
Yeah, it's a lot of difficulty. I know it's hard to get through.
Yeah.
My first question that I actually wrote down was, how was the injury impacted your life, like your day-to-day life, and how strong was it involving? I know you work, and I know you are involved in church and do a lot of things. You got a dog.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, man, it's changed my life dramatically, definitely challenging, every day is a challenge, it's crazy, like you go from, you being able to use both your legs, everybody, walking around and everything, to having to use crutches and everything, and so, everything's a little bit harder, even the simpler things. I just have to take it in consideration, like, okay, whenever I'm getting ready for work or getting ready to go to church or anything like that, I just have to know that, hey, it's going to take me a little bit longer to, get ready and get things together and all that stuff. But yeah, it's changed my life a lot. Pretty much turned it upside down,
Yeah.
if you were to say. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. I wasn't working for a good while. I think I wasn't working for, I think like 7 months. No, I think like 7 months, 6, 7 months. I wasn't working. Actually, in the process, I got laid off from my last job. Back in March, the beginning of March. So for a while, I wasn't getting. I was on unemployment, but then a couple of months ago, I got hired on the job that I left before. So
Such a blessing.
started work again. Definitely a blessing. Been able to work from home a lot more, so it's easier to get around, easier to take care of my leg and do stuff I need to do.
I know when I was in the hospital, I think about around 5 months ago. Well, not 5 months ago. I was just recently in the hospital about 4 weeks ago. I went back to the hospital 3 times, but I know the blessings that God gave me were my friends. You came and visited me the first time I was in the hospital when I got the strokes, and of course I know I told you I forgot that you were there, but I still remember everybody who came to see me, and it was such a blessing to my friends being able to bring me fruits, bring me snacks, because the hospital food stinks. It was terrible. The chicken had no seasoning, like none, zero, and they had no real good food. So people would bring me fruits, and they bring me. Remember Sarah Brown? I love her so much. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
She brought me Chipotle more than one time,
Dude.
and I got to get that hot honey chicken, and it was so amazing.
Man.
But my I guess third question is, I skipped the question, but is how did you get through your time through this the hospital, through the surgeries?
It was definitely a huge blessing having friends and family that were able to not just support me in prayer and encouragement, but also support me in giving me money for food if I needed it, or people picking me up if I needed to go to the hospital for an appointment or something like that. Being able to pick me up or even pay for an Uber to get to the hospital. And actually, when it first happened, the first, I want to say 3 months, I was living with some friends for a while too, because if people don't know, I live by myself or with my dog. But I live on the 3rd floor of an apartment complex.
Wow, 3rd floor.
So when I first had the first surgery, I was in a wheelchair. So I couldn't go up the stairs, and the building I live in doesn't have an elevator. So I stayed with a couple of good friends who I still talk to today, and they were able to let me stay with them for a few months after my first surgery of recovery and everything. And even after I got better and moved back to my apartment, I still have friends that people that check up on me every day, family that check up on me every day, and just send me encouragement. And I'd say even you, like just seeing the stuff that you've been through, and being able to visit you in the hospital too. Like you've definitely been, you and your family have definitely been a blessing to me. Just being able to see like all the things that you've overcome, and like, okay, like if Dom can overcome it, I can overcome it. So definitely do appreciate you and your family for continuing to support. Even if y'all don't even have to say anything or do anything, like y'all just being there, and just knowing your testimony and your story is definitely encouragement for me, man.
Thank you. Our testimonies are so strong right now. We both have a great one, and I think one that so many people can feed off of. That's why I decided of this podcast, just for people to hear and understand that people who are even young, you're still young at 33 and I'm young at 27, that we still have a life to live, and we still have a good life, and we still have a blessed life that we can live in. I love our friends and family. I mean, my mom was an amazing supporter. I mean, she's the one who came up with the name Just a Season podcast. We were sitting in the car, and I was coming up with all these names. I don't even remember the names I came up with, but they're pretty bad. And she was like, it sounds like it's just a season. And I said, oh, that's a good name.
Yeah.
And she's like, Just a Season podcast. I was like, oh, thank you so much, Mom. And so Just a Season podcast was the thing. And after that, I was like, let's start. And I was wanted to start it that day, but she's like, think about it, plan, take time.
Yeah,
And of course, I wanted you to be my first guest because you visited me in a hospital and you're such a great person. I think you're a great inspiration for me.
Thank you.
You showed me how to be a good person, and you showed me interest, and you helped me out with my short film. What's it called? True Brotherhood 4K.
All right.
True Brotherhood 4K. Just watch it or watch this.
In theaters soon. No,
yeah, oh yeah. It's already aired out on YouTube, and it's really good. And I have a good friend, Troy. I forget his last name because he's always changing it on Facebook. So Troy Bailey, that's right. And now I thought it. But he's a good person. He came for free and acted in the film, and I just love that so much. And I got another question here.
Yeah.
All right. What was your experience like going to the hospital and being in and out? What was your best experience?
You want the first time hospital or
first time. I'd take both times.
Okay, so the first time, it was so when the accident happened, like I said, I was kind of like in and out of consciousness. I just remember bits and pieces. But I do remember being awake when I was going into the hospital. I mean, I was on the stretcher, so I just saw like lights and the door and everything. And I was throughout that time I was still in and out of consciousness as well. So it's kind of blurry, kind of like spotty, the memory. But I remember like I wasn't in any pain or anything like that. Like I was just more kind of just like in a confused state. Like confused of like, okay, like what's going on? Like, I kind of remembered that I got hit, but I kind of didn't. So I was like, kind of in like in that loopy state, I guess.
Remember that.
And I remember waking up like right before I got to surgery. They were saying a few things about like I guess like anesthesia or something like that, whatever. I guess I had to like sign some paperwork or something. But yeah, after I did that, I remember I was out cold again, and then I remember waking up in the hospital bed. At the time, I had one of those like little neck brace thingies, and then I had, of course, like the oxygen like in my nose and everything, and I was kind of just there, just like, and one other thing too. I remember when I was when I got out of surgery, when I was going to, I guess when they were taking me to where I was going to be staying for the next few days. I remember seeing some of my family there, because I remember when I was in the ambulance, they asked me if there was anybody that they can call, and I always remembered both of my brother's phone numbers, so I gave them their phone numbers, and so I remember seeing them on the way after coming out of the operation and going to where I was staying, and I remember when I woke up, they were in my room, kind of just looking at me. I was like, oh, okay, they're here. And I was like in my head, because I mean, I guess since I didn't really have like a sense of time. So I was like, man, like they came fast. That was quick. I feel like I just got hit and like within like the next hour or so, I was like there. I was like, oh man, because my family lives in Houston, so it's at least like a 3-hour drive
I
for me to
remember
go over there.
Me and your brother one time. He was an amazing guy.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
came
nice.
to church one time. He was walking. I was like, he looks just like you.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
So I said, that's gonna be his brother.
Yeah. Everybody, when people see him, they always say we look the same, but he's just taller. I'm like, yeah. Like both my brothers got the tall jeans. I got stuck with the short jeans.
Yeah.
But yeah, stayed in the hospital the first time for, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. And after that, it was pretty much just trying to learn how to walk again, I didn't have any strength from the accident, and also from the surgery too, getting out of the surgery, like no power in my legs, no power in my arms, with crutches and everything. So I had to do a little bit of physical therapy at the hospital, just getting me used to using crutches. Thankfully shortly after I was discharged, like I said, I was in a wheelchair for a certain time. But the hospital, I was at BAMC originally, and sorry if any BAMC employees watch this, but the food was not good.
Oh, the food.
The food was horrible. So that's one thing I definitely don't miss. But from this last time, I went to University Hospital. And I will say the food there is a little better.
Yeah, university is so huge.
Yeah.
Huge
Ooh,
hospital.
it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they have a lot of different like there's like different buildings that you can go to that's still within the same
Yeah, hospital.
hospital not community program.
Oh, okay.
I guess or whatever. But yeah, that going back there for the infection in my leg. For that visit, I stayed for about a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Which was kind of tough. At the beginning, it was okay because I was in the after the surgeries, I was in the ICU, and the adult ICU. And over there, I guess they since you're in intensive care, they really take care of you. You know, the food is really good, and you know the service is really good too. They come and check up on you a lot of times, and no, overall, it's just a really good experience there. But I guess like towards the tail end of when I was getting released, they moved me to like the more common level since I was going to be discharged soon. And that section, I was like, oh, okay, this is this is more like the typical like hospital, like okay, like I'm ready to go, I'm ready to get out of here. And at that time, you know, it had already been like a week and a half too. So after that, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get out. But overall, I mean, it wasn't too bad. But I definitely don't miss being in the hospital for a long time.
When I was in the hospital, when I had the stroke the first time, I was there for 3 months and pulled out of the school system, helping my mom at the school system. And I was so grumpy in the hospital. I was trying to be blessed every time, but 3 months is so long, and I know I was getting grumpy with the nurses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to the nurses. I was at Northeast Methodist, and I apologized at the end, of course, to nurses, and thanked the physical therapist, and have a plan of going back to the hospital to, you know, just surprise them and show them that I'm doing better. You know, I'm functioning, I'm walking. You know, of course with the walker most of the time, but I'm walking with a little bit without the walker. I'm practicing with the university.
Yeah.
So for the transplant, because you know I need a kidney transplant, but everything's been going well, and I love how, you know, time's just passed and gotten well. God's really helped out with this tough season.
Yeah.
Cause sorry.
You have time for one more question.
Yeah. All right. So we got time for one more question. I have an amazing question. How did this health issue affect your view for your future?
Let's see.
Did it have any effect? Yeah.
It's a good question.
I'll start off with me.
Yeah.
With my strokes and kidney issues and type 1 diabetes I've had since I was 3. I'm not going to say it's right recently, you know. A lot of people at the church, I mean, so many people at the church to help me get through the season. I was down in the dumps. I was bad. I was thinking there's not a future for me, you know. I was thinking that it's not I'm not going to have kids. I'm not going to ever get married. I'm not going to get over these medications and issues. And my family and friends so much helped me, support me through this tough season. They helped me, talk to me through it. Church people came to the hospital and prayed for me, and they helped me understand like there's still opportunity. Then this nurse, hopefully she sees this video, told me today at dialysis, I do dialysis every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Okay.
And she told me, she said, I just want to let you know that dialysis doesn't mean life's over.
Yeah.
She's like, it's just something that you're gonna have to go through for for a little bit. She's like, you still have a life. She's like, you're still gonna have kids, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And one of my friends told me that too. So I thought it was a blessing. I'm looking to the future. I'm looking to finishing school because I'm a senior.
Yeah.
I'm looking at going back to the schools, like teaching, and I'm looking for continue this podcast hopefully. And
Yeah, man.
so much into the future. I have fellowship dreams. You know, my full dream is to be like Walt Disney and make movies and
Yeah,
make
man.
short shows. So I'm still gonna go after that goal too, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, you
yeah,
should,
so-
man. Yeah, I remember a while back, I think when we were shooting the film for True Brotherhood, I was talking to your brother, and your brother's like, man, like Dom he has a gift for this, man, like gift of like, not just acting, but like directing too, for like
Yeah.
short films, movies, like, and he shared with me your passion for it. I'm like, yeah, I can 100% see it. You know, before, like, you know, I've known you for a long time, but I never knew about this whole thing about you, you know, with film and acting and everything. And so just talking with your brother, I was just like, yeah, man, like, I never knew this about him, but and that short time the world filming that short video, I was like, yeah, I can tell that's your passion and that's what you want to do, and so yeah, man, like I'd say, just like the nurse was saying, like, yeah, it's just a little bump in the road, but you're gonna get right back to, you know, making more films, man.
Oh yeah, got so many ideas. I got probably 15, almost 20 ideas of scripts I've already written, which is insane, crazy. But
Yeah,
you know,
that's crazy.
when I get on a laptop and I just say, what script can I write? And I just start thinking of something. And so far it's not copyright because nobody knows it yet. So and I haven't found a script like it, but I've got so many ideas and I just love the joy. I love to see people's smiles when they enjoy my stuff and what I create, and I like to create, and that's a fun thing. And
Yeah.
so gotta shoot more films and figure out when to do it. It's expensive, and I'm not really working right now. I'm still technically not allowed to work, so you know we'll get there when I can drive and work again.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
you got any?
Yeah, for me, kind of the same thing too. You know, I'm in, you know, I have like my 9-to-5 job, engineering, but I also do film on the side, videos, a little bit of photography, but mostly video. You know, I haven't really been able to do it much since the accident and everything.
Yeah.
With, you know, being mobile, having to rely on crutches and everything, I can't hold a camera and move around at the same time, obviously, using crutches. But the same thing for me, man, is, you know, there was a point where I was like, yeah, man, like after this accident, I was like, man, like this life, like my future, just thinking about my future, and like, man, like I don't know if I can continue doing like what I used to do before, and you know, just thinking like, man, like I'm gonna have to, you know, change up, you know, what I did before. But same with you, I'm like, man, like I know where I'm at now is just a season. She's like the podcast. But it's just a season. You know, it doesn't define the rest of your life or your whole life. You know, which I'm hoping that, you know, the viewers, you know, anybody watching this video too, you know, if you go through something or whether you're going through something right now, just know that it's just a season. You know, it's gonna pass. So, but yeah, for me, you know, just knowing that, hey, like there's gonna be a time where I'm not gonna use crutches anymore. There's gonna be a time where I don't have to wear a medical boot anymore. And, you know, I'm back to walking, you know, without any kind of assistance or anything like that. So, just remembering that, kind of using that as well as kind of like my driving force, and knowing that, hey, like you can still do what you want to do, what you've wanted to do before, and doing videos and everything like that. And also just taking this time to kind of like, I guess, kind of like take a step back and really start planning for whenever I am able to start filming again. You know, like how you were saying, like you came up with a lot of ideas and a lot of scripts, you know, and same with me, you know, I've been trying to you know, practice on like, you know, like editing software and you know, just get practicing and kind of like try to get some ideas flowing in my brain too, while I'm not mobile, but you know, planning for when I am mobile again. So.
All right. So we got 2 minutes left, and I just like to close things out and thank you so much for being here, man. I mean,
Of course, man.
Such a blessing to have you, and I like that you came to share your story, and I came to share my story. Of course, if you want to see more of my story, we're gonna have an episode 2 at some point. Gotta get some more donations, hopefully. If you want to see another film, please like, share, subscribe, and please comment, and please tell me, follow me on social media, comment on this video, and just tell me how you liked it, how you'd like to see more. I'd like to have more guests or another conversation with E-Man. And thank you guys for investing. You guys invested in this too. So I'd like to thank the people who invested in this. And this is the end of Just a Season Podcast, Episode 1.